All right, today is September 7th, 2016, and we're looking at the southwest water vapor loop. And we can see that former Hurricane Newton right here is now moving through Arizona. And very little of this moisture is getting into California, as we can see right here on this water vapor map. We can see some blast patterns way out here on the very edge. We'll take a look at the visible light map here in a second, which shows a blast pattern. Right now in Los Angeles, we have um, basically clear skies. I don't see any chemtrails above or around in the various directions, but that isn't to say that some of this moisture will creep into the area and then they'll call the planes out to mop up the atmosphere and dry things out. But right now we do see that the storm does have some clockwise rotation from the high pressure that's being forced into it. Let's take a look at the infrared loop. You see that the center of that storm still has a lot of red in it as it moves through Arizona. And on the visible light map, we can see a blast. We have a lot of photoshopping, of course, before the night to day transition. And if we stop the map and just walk through the frames right here, we see that there's a huge crater right there where they hit it just before the night to day. You see all that photoshopping to hide the work, the microwave blast patterns. And right here we see a very large crater, and this expands out as we scroll through frame to frame. You can see that area is enlarges as we get through it. Okay, so that storm is being targeted. Now here is the western U.S. water vapor loop. We can see a lot of clockwise rotation here on the east side of that storm. And notice that, again, nothing's getting into California. If you look at the IntelliCast map right now, we have some very odd features. This is the rain pattern. Let me zoom out just a bit, and we can see that all the rain is this is Arizona. Let's go out one more click, and we can see all that rain from Newton, which is in the southeast corner of the state of Arizona right here. If you zoom in, we can see some very interesting patterns, which to me looks like we've got some radar doing some work here. We can see that the center point of this, you have some very straight lines. Let me get the envelope out. Zoom in. This transmitter looks to be located just south of the Interstate 10 freeway and just east of Green Valley. So I'd like to get some people involved. I did spend some time yesterday trying to find out, because there was a similar pattern like this yesterday, and I took the two envelopes and I was able to locate pretty much right exactly where we're seeing today, because today's pattern is much better. We actually can see an origination point right here, but look how straight that edge is. And then same with this edge right here. These are very, very straight, and these go on for a couple hundred miles. And look at this line over here, this edge. So there is a transmitter right in this area south of the 10 freeway. And if we zoom in, if we continue to zoom in, we can kind of get an idea of where that is. And so I don't have Google Earth software on my computer. I have a very minimal amount of software on this computer. So if anyone wants to take a stab at this and see if we can find a golf ball, a radome, or something in this area, that would be interesting to know. I looked on Google Earth, just typing it in, and was not able. I didn't spend more than about a half hour looking around in this area. I sort of triangulated using the envelopes and got a general area there. But anyway, we do see a lot of manipulation. We see a line, straight line over here, and so there's obviously manipulation going on to hinder the rainfall in this area. Okay, let's go on to the next map. We have this is the East Pacific Water Vapor Loop. We have a couple of disturbances marked out here. One of them, you go to the Hurricane Center map. One of these yesterday was about 60 or 70% chance. I think this one here was, but now both of them are down near 10%. Yeah, 0% here, 10% over here. And here's Newton. The track on that storm is exactly as they had planned. And if we go back to the other map here, we can see this map. This is the Northeast Pacific Water Vapor Loop. We can see that there's a lot of high pressure installed right here, and that is redirecting all that moisture out to the east, and nothing's getting into California once again. So the probability of this happening over and over and over again, as we've demonstrated in these videos, is very small. Of course, it's possible, but the probability is the key point. This happens every time. All right, so people need to pay attention. Everybody has to understand that there is obviously a concerted effort to prevent rain in California for whatever reasons, and there's a lot of reasons that this could be done. Here's the infrared loop. You can see a lot of clockwise rotation right out in the East Pacific. That indicates high pressure all throughout that entire area. Got a whole lot of thunderstorms down south of the Hawaiian Islands down here. And we have an interrupted jet stream flow right here. We can see something is moving down, and we've got high-speed flow all through here, but we've got something going on. Let's go back and take a look at the water vapor map. Of course, we've got a transmitter right in this area, and one right here, which is blocking this next flow from merging with this moisture flow right here. So that is pretty much the report. The East Coast I'm not going to cover. I don't have time right now, but there is a heat wave forecast for the entire East Coast, and we'll take a look at that later. In the meantime, we'll leave it right here and do another one later.